Hello there, welcome to the VFX overview part of the video. This is where I explain every single trick that me and my friend used to make this 3D edit. To start things off, here's the clip that we used for the montage. It's made in training mode, so I programmed the bot, or rather controlled the bot, to fit in with the music. And then I actually used my red dots and green background mod I made for the Mammoth stage, so that now I can actually use my camera stabilization option in Davinci to focus on those red dots and keep the character still while the camera is technically moving over here. So the borders here indicate that the camera has moved, and those red dots make sure that they still focus on the same spot. So then we don't have to do camera stabilization in Blender. Compound clip 2. This is where we remove the background elements and the red dots. So here's the green screen that we had to remove, and here's the background elements we had to remove. So again, a few menus to take care of, and those red dots. You can still see those parts of red dots in the video, but it's so slight and so slim, it's really hard to notice. So we didn't care much about it. There's a few cases of them popping up over here. Yeah, there they are. So yeah, as you can see, nothing's perfect. But who's gonna notice that? Nobody. And then finally, command clip 3, where I fix the time over here and stop it for the sake of the beat drop of the song. And this is where I made the 3D camera panning effect. Alright, let's move on to how we made the 3D background. Alright, welcome to Gimp. This is where we got the images for the parallax background for Blender. What we did here is that we basically took out all of those like elements, like this one, and separated from the rest, and added a bit of elements to the background here. As you can see, this normally is covered up, but I made it so it's separated and drawn in a bit more to this. You can actually see the copy brush here, but it's really, really hard to see from at a first glance. So if I turn this on too, you can see that it covers up the background for the elements too. So you can easily move them without much of an issue. We're gonna use that in Blender now. Alright, welcome to Blender. This is the actual scenery and camera that we used for the clip. So first off, my friend is just a genius and figured out how to add the stage to a Blender composition. He took the stage like texture and wrapped it around a cylinder to make it just a circular platform. Got these textures in here too. Some really nice little touches here. It's pretty good when you take control of the camera and see them. Too bad I overshadowed the effects. Whatever, I'm going off on a tangent. The background, as you can see, it's wrapped a bit, and we made sure that every single element that's like in the foreground gets closer, and every single one that's in the background gets further away. Therefore, if we switch to camera view and just zoom in here, you can see that very well over here of how the elements go at different speeds. Alright, now back to Davinci. This is after we rendered the Blender animation over here with the camera, using a few timestamps here and there. We use those camera things over here to make this opening transition, which I'm gonna try and click off over here. Yep, there we go. This is the part where we use in this transition. There we go. And if we go to Blender, you can actually see the camera move right here. So yes, every single camera movement was made using Blender, because then we have a 3D room, 3D space that we can go around, which means that we can look basically behind the characters at an angle that is just way more natural than a zoom in, zoom out camera. Now for all of the effects, first off, the white background, then there's the adjustment clip that adds a glow and slowly removes it. Then we have the two bars on a fusion composition. Then we have an adjustment clip for the sake of the colors. Sorry, this one is for the vignette around the screen to make it seem a little more, I don't know, heavenly, you could call that. And an adjustment clip to fix the colors, because otherwise it's very, very bland. And lastly, there's the two clips for the background and the stage, because you can actually render just the background or just the stage, and we use that to be able to fix a few things about the colors here, etc. Just a few touches here and there. Plus, using this technique, you can technically get a bit of text in between the stage and the background. Like, there's nothing stopping you from just putting a text over here, which I can do actually right now. Boop. As you can see, it is super easy to get something in between the stage, the background, and the stage with this. I love how much freedom this gives you. Anyways, let me go back in time before I lose this project. But yeah, that's the VHX overview. If you need any help with any of this, first, Google it. If Google doesn't help, ask in the comments below. I'll try and answer a few questions, but I'll also do a Q&A, like a frequently asked question thread, right at the bottom in the comments. Every single software that we use to create this is going to be linked in the description of the video, so feel free to download any of it. It's all free too. This is the free version of Davinci. Blender is always free and Gimp is always free. I'm telling you, if you haven't started editing yet, or just don't know if you should get into it, if you have a decent PC, go for it. Try it. It's worth it. You can do a lot of cool stuff, and hopefully you found this inspirational. Alright, see ya.